Hello and welcome to my live stream. I'm doing basically a new character. I really like shamans. I wanted to play one, so I'm leveling one. I haven't really focused on shaman at all in my other server, mostly because I'm working on alliance. So I figured I could have a little bit of fun here. I feel like shamans probably need a lot of work in Wrath, and I think most would agree. So I gave them a ability called Shamanistic Focus, which gives you a 10% chance after casting a spell that your next Lightning Bolt and Lava Burst and all that can be instant cast. I actually made Chain Lightning instant cast. Yeah. What else? Static Overload, Critical Strikes, cause your target to take 10% nature damage equal to whatever of your Lightning Bolt. That one is part of a tier set. And I will probably change the set bonus for that tier set. What else is there? What else did I do? I know I did something. Static Overload. I did implement the Lava Burst dot tier piece as well, but obviously I don't have Lava Burst yet. And I will change that tier set bonus as well. So I also made Chain Healing Wave from tier 3 baseline. Just because maybe I will get rid of it later, but I think it's kind of fun. And yeah, we will probably change the set bonus on tier 3 as well. So that's fun. We're gonna go ahead and start. I've got myself a pack mule as a mount, which is 35% increased speed. Obviously it's higher than that because I have 10% increased speed as a base, so yeah, but it's not that much higher. 150% roughly. We are on the Azure Mist Isles. And I'm using a warrior bot with me today. But you know, I've been noticing something kind of funky with the warrior bot, at least at this low level. Seems to do way too much damage. At least on occasion. Sometimes it feels like he doesn't follow the swing timer from the weapon that he's wielding. Mostly happening at high rage. I get that heroic strike is a thing, but we're going to do some testing there too, just to see if there's anything interesting really going on. I did decrease the damage that they do, so that's a thing. But spellcasters I pretty much kept the same. But it did seem like physical damage dealers were just doing too much damage at this level. I'll see if that persists at higher levels as well. And if I can actually curve that damage or not through settings. Alright. Okay, what is that for? I don't remember. Maybe another quest that I'm not on, who knows. Let's see, so Ruinous Scope. What do I need to do for that? Our Ruinous Polyspore quest. Is that it? Okay, that's it. You know what? I need 2 seconds real quick just to change the laundry, but I will be right back. Otherwise my wife will be mad at me. Yeah, it's not ready yet. Well, that's fun. Got 3 more minutes on that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing I have is Gust of Wind. I put that back in the game. It increases your movement speed by 30% afterwards, removes movement impairing effects, and of course, makes you leap. If you join Scully's Discord server. I've actually uploaded a lot of these spells, so if you use Spell Editor, you can import them pretty easily. I turn down the volume real quick. Dun 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 dun. I always feel like I don't know how high I should keep things in terms of volume. Irritated, like why are they not counting for anything? What the heck is going on? I know. Yeah, I mean, if I'm comparing my damage to my Shaman with the Warrior, maybe it's a bad comparison, because I feel like Shamans, at low levels especially, hit like wet noodles. Like, it's just not great. I did at one point make the, what are they called? These guys, Feral Spirits baseline, but I figured it was probably too OP to just make baseline. So yeah. 10, huh? Of course I have Murky with me, like in all my other servers that I've made. See, like it just seems like he hit way too quickly. I don't know. Yeah, critical strikes do a lot of damage apparently. I don't remember what the multiplier is in classic or vanilla. But I think it's like 3 in Wrath. Might be a lot lower in the classic. Who knows? Okay, let me see. What am I doing? We are... Didn't I get that already? I swear I got that. I swear I looted that. Maybe not. I mean... Why is that? Let's see. Eject. 15045 delete. Go object delete. 15045. Object add 181893. I'm just giving it a better position. I don't know. I don't know why it's not. Whatever. Runus spores. Ah. Blood mushroom. Okay, I see. So it's just sticking on my quest helper. I hate that. And aquatic whatever. Okay. Cool. So we've got stuff we can do. Fun thing about the pack mule is that it changes colors. So every time you summon it, it has a chance to be another color. Actually removed the custom world from Kyle's repack because Stormwind looked like crap. I did not like the way Stormwind was edited. And there was a lot of trees in the world that really just messed with the placement of various things like herbs, mining deposits, stuff like that. So yeah, wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I liked the different things. Like I loved Barrens being green. That was really cool. And I loved some of the snowy stuff. But Khyle, I don't think is gonna update any of that stuff for the public anymore. I don't know. I haven't heard from him for a couple of months, so maybe the Spanish community has. I don't know. Um, yeah, his mother language, I believe, is Spanish, and he does. I think he's posted something a while ago saying that he'd have some free time over the winter break, but we're pretty much over the winter break, so let's see. What are we doing? Acquire Slay Stinkhorn Striker. Okay, I have a feeling that they're really not going to give me anything. Oops. Yeah, see, that's just way too much damage, it feels like. Let's see, what did we get? Defense. What does it look like? Eh. So if this is your first video that you're watching, I also get random stats on dropped items. And it's based on item level and item type and all that fun stuff, so I'm also making adjustments to that as I go. Making additions, taking things out, all that fun stuff. Alright, let's see. Oh, who wants something now? Let me just check. Because I work at all hours of the day. I don't get time off. Basically on call all the time. But alright. Someone probably needs some help with exporting an SQL database, it looks like, but I'll have to take care of that later. Let's see. What are we doing? Impact site crystal sample. So I'm assuming one of these I have to loot. Hello. So yeah, like I was saying, warrior probably doing too much damage. 72, yeah, that's way too much damage. I do not get it. I will have to look at that. Yeah, impact site crystal using the crystal mining pick at the impact site. And that is not apparently an impact site crystal. That one is. Yeah, I don't know why they took Gust of the Wind out of the game in the more recent version. I think it only lasted through Legion, didn't it? Anyway, love to get a Spirit Raptor for him. Had a friend who played Shaman for most of Legion. Very fun person to be around. Always drunk. Forced everyone to tell her our real names basically. So it's very very weird at first. Yeah, that was way too much damage, man. I don't. Jam on. Let me make sure config settings are set. Okay, reset stats. List stats. And let's see, reload config. We'll just do that because why not? We'll try it out. Let's see if that fixes anything. Tagged. So I gotta tag these, probably with this gun thing. scouts. Of course. Alright. Well, that's fun. I think it's funny because probably most people actually end up killing them. Well, no, they disappear afterwards. Never mind. So that makes sense. Would kind of ruin the quest if you killed them afterwards, right? If you're trying to track scouts and tagging them, but yeah. Yeah, that's why you have to back stuff up on a regular basis, man. It sucks. Like I've lost so many of my original servers, and it was probably a good thing. Um, but yeah, it's not fun. I am actually dreading something on my other server. Uh, I'm dreading a database update from Mangoes because I wasn't smart enough to think ahead and use unique IDs for custom things that I made. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when that database occurs, or database update occurs. So this server, I did think ahead, and Azeroth Core is much more friendly when it comes to custom things, and actually has a place for you to put your custom stuff if you want to. Right, I was doing the scouts. So I never really liked questing out here. It always seemed kind of gloomy. Like I feel like the Blood Elves really got the better end of the deal when it came to starter quest zones. Human all the way, probably. Hmm. Does anyone know why, basically, whenever I try to sell something with Murky, I can't? I get yelled at by my world server that they don't recognize them as an auction, but I can buy stuff just fine. I'm betting that there's a setting somewhere where I have to flag him as like a neutral auctioneer or like alliance, etc. So I just don't know where to find that. That's like part of the game when it comes to developing, is where do you find all the stuff that you want to find. So yeah, Wikipedia pages are really good for that, but they don't really tell you everything. Yeah. They aren't really updated all too often. I'd say Azeroth Core does a pretty good job. Probably because they have a bigger community and Chromicraft was a thing, so yeah, and they had some really passionate people helping to update the core when it was out. I don't know if Chromicraft is actually still a thing, but I know they've done a lot for the core. So Belcone fungus. Where do I acquire you? Probably just on the ground. One of the modules I'm running is supposed to make nearby enemies drop quest items, but I haven't had that experience yet. And I have shinies turned off for most quest items. Sometimes they don't work, but since this is a progressive realm, basically goes through vanilla TBC and Wrath, and it restores a lot of the old content. And like basically, if you look at Ragefire Chasm, for example, like that got updated to a blue cloak, but they downgraded it to a green one back again, so kind of fun. You're supposed to kill, you know, every tier boss before you can move on to the next tier. And the world changes around you based on where you're at, so you get different quests. I'm kind of curious to see if there's any implementation of Anchorage. Yeah, but Like the war effort, I think is there, but I don't know if there's actually an AQ event. I looked up the to see if Azeroth Core even had the event, and it doesn't, because obviously it wasn't around by the time Wrath came about, but maybe it's hidden somewhere that I just can't see. Such is the case. Also, I'm very surprised that I can wear mail at this low level as a shaman. I didn't think that changed until later. Let's see, what did I get? Gloves, right? Those are not bad gloves. Did I actually choose the cloth ones? I thought I chose the leather ones. Yeah, I did. There you go. 3 nature spell damage. It's amazing. Alright, murky. And let's see, it's all garbage, but just go with mail. And what stats did I get? Haste, that's actually pretty good. Haste or spell power? Just go with haste, why not? Damage is also scaled down, and healing, if you turn on the settings for it. Right now I think it's like at least 30% reduced damage on my end, or at least attack power or something like that. I need to look at it, the settings again. I've also increased mob damage and health a bit. Alright, so let's see, cloth or leather? We'll just go with cloth. Alright, let's see. That was leather. And I'm pretty sure I chose cloth. Yep. Alright. Do I want to give up 1 nature spell damage for 2 int and 1 stam? I kind of do. At least at this low level, it doesn't seem like 1 nature damage is going to do a whole lot for me. But I feel like I'm going way too much, so the more int, the better. Bark. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Alright, so how do I get bark? Victims of corruption. Crystallized bark. Assuming it has something to do with the trees. Trents would be the most likely to show symptoms. So I gotta look for some trents. There's some. Yeah, exiting the server incorrectly is like the worst way to lose all your data. It sucks, especially if you have like your computer crash. It's not fun. Okay, good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Axramis. Yeah, I heard some of the mobs were actually doing Wrath level damage in Nax. At least some of the trash. I don't know if they fixed that recently, but probably doesn't matter too much, because it doesn't seem like they really increased the damage a whole lot between Nax 40 and Nax Wrath. But maybe, I guess, if it's 25 man 25 man damage or whatever, but yeah, it's funny because 40-man bosses still have a lot more health than a lot of the 25 and 10-man bosses in Wrath.
Well met.
What did I get? I got a training sword, and I don't know what you have right now. Cold Ridge Hammer, 8.3 DPS versus 7.1. We'll keep that. Alright, I feel like those crystals are for something later on. But who knows? Yeah, see all the time. Of course I have the decreased mana and health regen turned on. I had damage for mobs turned up way too high initially, but now I feel like it's way too low. Random rewards. Alright. I think health is probably okay, but damage is not, does not feel, I don't know. It's hard for me to decide on damage sometimes. Let's see. Deathclaw. From Deathclaw. Haven't really done a whole lot of custom content on this server. I feel like it's just... Wrath has a lot of good stuff on it already, so you don't need to change a whole lot, but... Obviously I got the modules, but... Like, stuff I've made myself has not been a whole terrible lot. It's mostly been spells. I'm kind of struggling with some of the spells, to be honest, because they used a lot of dummy spells for stuff that's going through the core. And so yeah, that makes things fun. At least I'm learning a little bit of C++ along the way. It's just more spell overrides, you know, that stuff too. I feel like Mangos was just easier. You just edit the database and you're good to go. And I guess update the DBC. Barney 64 series on AQ 2-Min quest line. Is that a module? The Barney 64 series? I think I saw an AQ something or other as a module. Right, let's see. Lots of bug killing. Yeah. I like long grinds. Long grinds are great. Oh, it's a YouTube series on AQ Attunement. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I tried once on Light's Hope. Did not get very far. But my guild did a lot of the mini bosses or whatever. I did not have any buddies to do the bug killing stuff with, but now I just have minions that I can enslave and tell them to do whatever I want. So that's fun. Alright, maybe I need to change the attack range, because that is obnoxious. Maybe I'm not ready to do this quest, I don't know. Let's see. I just like getting overpowered items if I can. Yeah, I think I might do that. I don't mind certain grinds, but rep is probably one that I'm totally fine just increasing. I honestly reduce my XP gains most of the time, but I like questing. Most people don't, but I find it fun. It's a good opportunity to figure out what sucks and what doesn't, and just sort of test things as you go. But yeah, these silver veins on top of tin veins, so funny. Do I really care? Yeah, 2x, I feel like 2x is just reasonable though. 3x is probably what I normally do, but I keep low level mobs as 100% gain for rep. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of the fun part of the player bot module though, is like you do have world PvP. I miss it. Like I'll run around still and like expect a horde to start attacking me at some point or to come across one. Nope. But that's okay. I'm hoping that Trickerer comes out with some form of BG scripting for the NPC bots. I don't know. Or if we could just combine the player bots with NPC bots, that'd be fun. But that would take a collaborative effort or someone someone very skilled to figure that out, because they have tons of hooks in the code for both of them. And neither one is actually a module. I think, well, actually, I don't know. I know that they're working on a module for player bots, but the actual player bots itself is just its own base core. And same with NPC bots. So, but I like NPC bots because Trickerer like updates his core every week and syncs it with the main core. So that's one thing I don't like about playing on the single player CMango servers. They haven't updated their core since June of last year. So Just feels like Azeroth Core is more stable overall. Where you can track your bot's progress. I think most likely had something like that, but I don't know. He'd have to go look in his history. I just don't know. What kind of progress you mean? Like their leveling progress, or? The gear, yeah. Yeah, gearing bots on player bots has been kind of a pain in the butt. Because they don't keep the crap that you give them half the time, even if you use the keep command that they recently implemented. Serving data crystal. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. It's too late to assist. Let's be in the hands of Wrathskull Naga. Alright. Is this for NPC bots or is it for player bots? I'm assuming player bots. Okay, man. Calm your titties. So I gotta get off for a bit because my wife is home and she needs help with groceries. So I will probably be back later. Thanks, guys. See you soon.